From the gun, it's Rodgers. And this is caught. It's Jimmy Graham. And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that. It'll be a pickup of 14, but they're still a little bit short as it brings up fourth. They'll run it with Jones. And he's able to get it to the 33. Good enough for a first down. A big roll of the dice on 4th and 1, but it pays off. They convert. Now Rodgers. Complete. This is Lewis. And he'll be tackled right on the chalk of the 45. It's a gain of 12, and the Packers have the first. So after 2 first downs, they get another here. 1st and 10 at the 45. To throw, it's Rodgers. Eluding the pressure right. He gets this to Davante Adams. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. And now the 49ers signal for a timeout defensively. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Looking to throw. Allison. It's caught here by Adams. A really good pickup of 28 yards. And he's already got 2 catches on the opening drive. They know he's going to be a handful.
And sometimes you game plan for that offensively. You want to make sure that guy touches the ball, and sometimes it just happens naturally. And then you change your game plan. When he has the hot hand, you keep going back to him because he's running routes with confidence as the game goes on.
It's a gain of a yard, and it'll set up 2nd and goal. Second down and goal. Rodgers, the quick slant caught. They'll wind up getting 7 on the completion, but they'll still be faced now with a 3rd and goal situation. I don't think it's a surprise they're throwing the football early. We expected that. They told us they were going to come out firing, but 4 for 4 on the opening drive. They like that.
They don't just like it.
And he'll take this into the end zone for a Green Bay touchdown. It's the fullback taking it in. And they are able to strike first here on their opening drive. Extra point up and good by Crosby. And that makes the score 7-0. Now after the touchdown, here's Crosby to kick it away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Garoppolo going to bring the Niners up here 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. Now the Georgia Southern man, it's Matt Breida. He's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here, and if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of first downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up a score.
They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, 2nd and 3. They'll run for the first time with Tevin Coleman. And he'll be brought down right around the 37. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down.
All right, Brand, I know we're in the early going here, but those kind of runs, they're going to open up a world of opportunities for this offense going forward.
Here we go, here we go. 180! I got this. Lock! 50. Bud!
Here's Garoppolo on 1st and 10. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by Tramon Williams. And they will score. It's a Packer touchdown. Extra point try now for Crosby. And it's good to make it 14-0. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything. At least 3 points, get that 0 off the board. That second down play nets a -4. Plays like we just saw there, that's why they're up right now. And the defense, they're doing their job.
Yeah, it starts with the guys up front. So when you talk with GMs who are putting together a team, a lot of them say we're going to build from the inside out, because if you control the line of scrimmage, you control the rest of the ball game, and that's what we're seeing here. They're actually playing in the offense's backfield, not necessarily just playing at the line of scrimmage.
14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports. Now San Francisco going to call their second timeout. So as they take it over, we step aside. And they're going to at least line up to go for it here on 4th down.
Watch the run. Watch the run. This side, baby. That's the baby side.
They do go for it. It's Garoppolo. Open man is Pettis. It's complete. And it's a fumble. And the Packers pick it up. And he's going to take this one back to the 37-yard line. And the aggressive play call simply does not work out. You're on your own side of the field here. Punt it, right?
Yeah, I would agree with that. There's a time for analytics and a time for being aggressive, but not with this field position. There's also a time for good old football 101 sense.
Yeah.
Punt it away. Let your defense take over with better field position.
Oh, trying to get that to Adams, but that's intercepted. Picked off at about the 31. And his guys will take over at the 30-yard line. Well, Charles, let's take a quick peek back to Week 9. We saw the first win for the Dolphins, first loss for the Patriots. So what we're left with is one 8-0 team, the 49ers, and one 0-8 team in the Bengals. So what happens first, a Bengals win or a 49ers loss?
Ooh, that's a very intriguing question, isn't it? And you really don't like this race because the Bengals are hoping to actually get a win and get off the schneid. But look, Cincinnati, they got Baltimore, at Oakland, Pittsburgh, and the Jets. San Francisco gets Seattle, Arizona, Green Bay, at Baltimore. I'm going to go that San Francisco loses a game before Cincinnati wins one.
I agree. That's a tough stretch coming up for San Francisco.
And the funny part is Arizona just played them tough last Thursday night. They've got them again. They're the type of team that can really mess up a team season.
And he will have first down yardage as he's brought down at the 41. They only get 2 there, but on 3rd and 1, that's all they needed to keep the drive going. Garoppolo on first down. And that'll be knocked away. It's incomplete. Jair Alexander that time able to knock that one away. CD, we're already firmly in the month of November, so I want to go ahead and take a look at the AFC playoff picture. Right now, division leaders, New England, Baltimore, Houston, and KC. If it ended today, the wild cards would go to Buffalo and Indianapolis. And you think those are going to be the 6? Probably some shuffling along the way.
There will be some shuffling along the way, maybe more in seeding than in actual teams, because when you're looking at who's in the wild card hunt right now, Pittsburgh, Oakland, both 4-4, Tennessee and Jacksonville at 4-5. The way teams are playing, they may just knock off each other. I think all the teams we listed have a heck of a chance of making it to the playoffs.
Another example right there how this defense really is winning the entire game at the point of attack.
Yeah, right there at the line of scrimmage because they are dominating it. It allows their interior guys to get upfield and spill into the backfield. So how are you going to combat that? You know, because they bring in your tight end, keep him in. Your running backs, they have to step forward. Bottom line, your offensive line has to block them first to give yourself a chance.
Go ahead.
Throwing is Garoppolo on 3rd down. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Montravius Adams coming in to drop him for a loss of 8, and it also brings up 4th. So on 4th down, here's the Australia native Mitch Wishnowsky to punt this one away. He gets us away. It's a good one, drawing toward the sidelines. That one sails out of bounds. The side judge will walk it off. And he says it went out of bounds at the 9-yard line. Nice punt. So well done there. And these punters, they get more specialized and better each and every year, don't they?
They sure do. And now it's really not the American punters. It's the Australian punters with their kicking academies and that flat drop and just kind of kicking the nose of the football. They're able to almost stop it where they want to, like a good golfer can check one up.
And the Packer first down.
Here we go. Now look. Bring it. Bring it.
They'll run with a backup. This is Williams. And they'll blow that one up back at the 16-yard line. It's a loss of 4 on the first down play. Now Allison looking to throw on second down. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Akello Witherspoon. And he will return this one to the 30-yard line. Of course, they have the option, and they choose to not take the penalty.
They like the results of the play that they just ran, and they elect to let them stand.
Here we go, here we go. Like 20!
50 to Mike, 50 to Mike.
You don't see me in your...
Garoppolo gives to Breida, and he's got about 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 25.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice, solid game. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
From the 25 on second down, Garoppolo. Preston Smith comes in for the sack. 2 minutes to play, first half. It's 14-0.
Here we go. 180!
A reminder, coming up at halftime, Jonathan Coachman will join us from Orlando with our halftime report. But business to take care of before we get there.
A 2-minute drill before the coaches' 2-minute drill.
And inside the 20 before he's brought down. It'll go as a first down for San Francisco on a pickup of 16.
I think it all came together there. In-breaking route, drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
They'll run with Coleman on first down. And effective running here. He'll take it down inside the 10. 9 yards is the pickup there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1.
In your face.
On second down, it's Coleman. And he'll only get a yard to bring up 3rd and 1. The Packers going to use one of their timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down. They'll try and run for it here. It's Coleman. And he will not only not get the yard he needed, he goes the wrong direction. Now the Packers going to go ahead and use the 2nd of their timeouts. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. And no move to get the offense off the field. They're going on 4th and 5. They'll go for it. It's Garoppolo. He finds Coleman. Some collective exhales over there on the sideline. A big pickup through the air on 4th down to bring up 1st and goal. This is 1st and goal and a golden chance to get a score back here before halftime. And he'll get blown up behind the line of scrimmage, back at the 6. Now the Packers going to burn their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop it with 40 seconds remaining in this first half. 2nd and goal from the 6 this time. Garoppolo going to hand this one to Coleman. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. Give him right around 4 on the carry. We'll see if they want to keep pounding here on 3rd and goal.
His path became similar to almost running a stretch play, didn't it? Trying to find a crease, anywhere to put his foot in the ground and cut back. It just never materialized.
And this is going to result in losing yardage. They're driven back to the 8-yard line. It's a 6-yard loss on the play. And it'll be 4th down. Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the first half. And this should be the final play before the quarter ends.
Mike 50, Mike 21.
Check 24, check 24.
Garoppolo, a final shot here before half. And my goodness, this is incomplete. So we've hit intermission. It's halftime. This is the NFL, and it's a presentation of EA Sports. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback.
Here we go.
The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. And on the last drive, they were in field goal range. They just opted not to kick it, didn't get it. How does that change the mentality this go around?
I don't think it changes much for the head coach because this is what he...
Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Darnell Savage. And his crew will take over with a football at the 35-yard line. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on 2nd and 13. Shotgun now for Rodgers. Man open, that's Marquez Valdez-Scantling. They get 11 back on that one. It leads to 3rd down.
Hey, Steve 6.
Rodgers looking to throw on 3rd and 2. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Akello Witherspoon.
Well, I tell you, Brandon, this ball's intercepted, but it is 3rd down. So the silver lining is that since this is so far down the field and there wasn't a big run back associated with it, really this kind of works like a punt. It's not an altogether bad result.
Pretty nice work defensively there on the 1st down run as they hold him to a gain of a couple. Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8.
Well, they still have time to get him established, but in my estimation, they've got to pick up the urgency here. They've got to get quickly in and out of the huddle and run off a bunch more plays.
And they're able to swarm him behind the line, and his rough night continues. The 2nd down play results in a loss of 2 yards.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed.
And he's going to go down. Back at his own 5-yard line, it's a sack. Zadarius Smith drops him for a loss of 10, and it's going to be 4th and long. So a short drop, but he's able to get it out, and this is a good kick. And call that an even 50 yards on the punt with 7 on the return. And it'll be Packer football here. 1st down and 10. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. And Rodgers is going to go down. He's sacked. Nick Bosa, credit him with a sack as he buries him for a loss of 10. And the job becomes twice as difficult now. After the sack, it's 2nd and 20. Rodgers going to throw. And he's going to go down again. Getting the sack to 227-pound linebacker Quan Alexander. On 3rd and long, it's Rodgers. And he finds his tight end, Graham. 19 yards is the pickup there, but even with that, they're well short. It's 4th down.
Hey, 626.
Hey, pick it up, defense. Let's go.
Check 9, check 9.
So that'll back him up 5. Here's J.K. Scott now. And the way this offense has moved the ball, he hasn't been needed till here in the 3rd. Out of bounds as he appeared to be looking for the corner. He got it. They're going to mark this at the 4-yard line.
That is how you flip field position. That's an absolute bomb of a punt. Downs it inside the 5-yard line.
Here we go.
Absolutely ideal.
From that position, you're hoping to get it down inside the 15, inside the 5. Superb. They'll start on the ground with Breida. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. Now, they struggled to get him rolling on the ground in the first half, and that's sort of continuing here in the 3rd quarter.
Yeah, but I don't think it's time to abandon the running game. I would say keep feeding the horse, and I believe they'll eventually reward them, especially as we get deeper in the game.
Looking for a cutback lane, but nothing there as he's met at the line of scrimmage. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. They'll try to pick this up on the ground with Breida. And he will get the first down as he's up to the 20-yard line. It's an 8-yard pickup and leads to a new set of downs.
Here we go. Mike 42, check. Hey, alert. 11.
On first down, Garoppolo. Deep ball for Goodwin. Well, this is taken in. It's complete. And all the way down to the 37. Garoppolo able to find Goodwin for a big one. 43 yards. They'll run on first down. Coleman. And he'll slice his way down to the 30 with a pickup of 7. We have played 3 quarters. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now here in Santa Clara. It's 49er football, but some ground to cover. They find themselves behind as we hit the 4th and final quarter.
Here we go. 180.
All day, every day.
From the 30 on 2nd down, Garoppolo looking for Sanders here on the deep ball. And he hauls it in the end zone. Touchdown, San Francisco. Emmanuel Sanders. 30 yards as his guys are back within a single score. Robbie Gould on for the extra point. And that one makes it 14-7. After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. They've been asleep for a little while on this side of the football, Charles, and the score is just a one-score game now. Haven't had any points this half. What gives?
Let's go old school here. All right, let's get back to the basics. Get back to running the football, high percentage throws. Find the guys that eat pressure and make plays for you and make sure they touch it.
From the 27, Rodgers, and he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. 11 yards there, first down. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. Now Jones. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2. Just what you want on a first down run. Call it 8 yards, and it's 2nd and 2. Under 4 to go now as the clock runs and they come up on 2nd down. Again, it's Jones. And he stopped after a gain of 1. Not enough. Still a yard to go on 3rd down. Here we go, 3rd and 1. Gut check time on both sides. They'll try and run for it with Jones. And he gets it down to the 48, enough for the first. And now the 49ers signal for a timeout defensively. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the 4th quarter.
Switch it. Come on, switch it. Watch safety green.
Recon, 132 fighter.
Now they'll throw with Rodgers. Flush to his right. But he hits his target, the tight end Lewis. Give him a couple on the catch. It's 2nd and 8.
And, partner, I think that's a great example that not all tight ends are created equal because everything was right. Got the completion, but he's not one of the more dynamic guys in the league. So even though he caught it, couldn't turn it into much more.
On 2nd down, it's Jones. And he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line. And his defense here going to burn their 2nd timeout. But you can also factor in another timeout that they'll get when the clock stops at the 2-minute warning. Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
Hey, wahoo!
951, 951. Better bring, Mike. You better bring. I'm letting you know right now, you better bring.
The pressure drops off as they'll look to throw. And Adams has it, complete. And now here comes the 3rd of their timeouts defensively. So they'll be left with only the 2-minute warning to stop it from here on out. Oh, no, he lost the football. And now this is scooped up by the 49ers. Weaving through traffic, and now he's free. And he will fight his way into the end zone for a touchdown. So they were down by a touchdown, probably just hoping the defense could hold them, maybe force the punt. Instead, they forced the turnover and take it into the house.
Well, the plan was perfect. That's exactly what they wanted. Instead, they got a lot more than that. Big-time capitalization by taking the ball away and putting it in the end zone.
This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. This will be taken to the back of the end zone.
Let's go. Let's go.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. They had that 14-0 lead, but that has evaporated as they go to work here 1st and 10. Here's Rodgers, and his throw's going to be incomplete. Davante Adams, the intended receiver, but it's going to be 2nd down. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Here's Rodgers, going to throw again, and he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. Again, he was looking for Davante Adams, and it's 3rd down. And they'll try to squeeze in one more play here before the 2-minute warning. Throwing is Rodgers on 3rd down. He'll get this one into the hands of Lewis. And they're going to get him down well short of the 1st as he can only get this to the 30. So it's Packer football here as we welcome you back. And they're looking at 4th down now in this tie ball game. And the kick's away as he angles this one for the sideline. And this punt will go out of bounds. I think it'll be inside the 25, and it will. Right at the 24-yard line is where they'll spot it. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. The last possession, these guys were able to tie the game with a touchdown, and now they'll have a chance to move out in front.
Yeah, let's give a big assist to the defense who got the ball back. The special teams went out there, handled things. They've got it. They've got momentum. I know they're eager to get out there and put it on display.
Throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete.
Work with me, partner. Take a deep breath, because that's what they're doing down the field now. That incompletion allowed them to exhale a little bit. Get in the huddle, kind of scan the crowd, see if any celebrities are here. Relax a little bit as they start this big drive.
And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he's unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
A 2nd down completion got him 7. Now here's 3rd and 3. Going up top. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete. This secondary as a unit, they've worked really well together in this one, especially late.
A lot of cohesiveness, a lot of communication, and some great athleticism. They're playing so well now, a nickname is sure to follow. They're going to have to name this whole unit soon.
Tie game, fourth quarter, and they're going for this thing on fourth down.
Mark 50, Mark 50, Mark 50. Exit.
Garoppolo to throw for it on fourth. Looking to complete it to Pettis, and he's got him. And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. 13 yards there and a Niner first.
Here we go. Wait, 80.
First and 10 at the 45-yard line.
12, fellas. Here we go. Hey, alert. Alert. Alert.
Hey, Haywood.
'65. 42.
Now Garoppolo. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. Zadarius Smith. Give him the credit for the sack and a loss of 14 yards. Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing second and a bundle. To throw is Garoppolo. Flushed out right. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. The Packers going to use one of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 27 seconds showing on the clock. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. Now the Packers going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts as they stop it with 22 ticks to go in the fourth. Here comes the 49ers punter now as he's on to kick it away. And no return possible here as they angle this one out of bounds.
Let's go. Let's go.
26-yard line.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. They have a little bit of time here to get in the field goal range. Not much. A tie game, you don't want to do anything crazy, right?
I agree with you on that one. Risk-reward, okay? If you go for it, what is the absolute reward on this? But the risk is probably greater. Run the clock out, get to overtime, and try and win it there.
All right, we'll see if they do just that. 8 yards the gain on that last run. Here's second and a couple.
Check.
Back to throw. Rodgers. Looking deep for Adams. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Jason Verrett. And he will bring this across midfield to the 49-yard line.
Let's get this. Here we go. 20.
So after the INT, it's Garoppolo going for the deep ball. And this is going to be intercepted. Adrian Amos with a pick. And what an effort on the final play of regulation. All zeros on the clock, and we are headed to overtime. And here in overtime, if the team that receives the ball scores a touchdown, it's over. If they don't, we can still have some more football.
That's exactly right. If they go down and kick a field goal, the other team gets a possession to either match it or score a touchdown to win the ball game. If both teams kick field goals, the next team to score wins. But if the receiving team throws a pick six or fumbles the ball and it gets picked up by the defense and they score, the game is over at that point.
Here we go.
The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. They control their own destiny here. They have the football in overtime. Obviously, a touchdown would win it.
And I think teams around the league are still adjusting to the idea of going downfield, scoring a touchdown wins the game, because they were used to just going downfield and trying to get in field goal range to win a game. Still having to make that transition. Let's face it now, the ones who are doing it best know they need to go down, attack, put the ball in the end zone, and not leave it up to a field goal and give the other team a chance.
Yeah, as we said, they control their own destiny now. They stay on the ground. Again, it's Breida. And able to stay on his feet past the 30 to about the 33-yard line. It's a gain of 6, moves them to a manageable 3rd and 2 situation.
Here we go.
Mike 42, Mike 42.
On 3rd down, a run from Breida. And he's going to have the first down at about the 38. They get 5 out of that one, and it moves the chains. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. On 1st down, here's Breida. And he's going to be stopped up quickly here. Just a yard up to the 39.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
First throw of OT for Garoppolo. Escaping the pressure right. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be 3rd down. Another nice job there defensively. They've really stymied their passing attempts, and it continues in overtime.
And for them to do that, that means they've had to be cohesive on defense. Pressure in the quarterback's face. Good coverage of not just the wide receivers, but the tight end, the running backs when they try and slip out, and making sure they're at the point of attack. When the ball's in the air, they get there and help force some of those incompletions.
1st down, San Francisco. The pickup, 14 yards. So into Packer territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 47. Right back to Coleman here on 1st down. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
That's a strong pickup right there on 1st down. And as this drive goes on, we're seeing an offensive line and running game imposing its will.
21.
From the 40 now on 2nd down. Garoppolo nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
This offensive line flat out cannot handle this pass rush. We've seen it demonstrated time and time again to the tune of 7 sacks in this game thus far.
Well, that last sack, it puts Garoppolo and the 49ers in a tough spot. They face a 3rd and long. From the gun on 3rd, Garoppolo eluding the pressure right. Goodwin able to haul it in. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. 1st down, San Francisco. The pickup, 14 yards.
Here we go.
Watch the slant.
On 1st down, it's Coleman. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Nice job by that defensive front there to hold him to a short gain on 1st down. Well played, I must say.
Yeah, only getting 1 yard. There was no room to run. On 2nd and 9, Garoppolo. And this is caught. A spectacular one-handed grab there. 19 yards the pickup there. Move the chains.
It's got to the point where we see guys like that make that type of a catch. Not fair goes through my brain. That size, that speed, and now they're acting like wide receivers.
And he's into the end zone for the touchdown and a game winner in OT. Partner, a great game that we got to see and making it extra special. Not only did I get 4 quarters with you in this one, I got some overtime, a little whipped cream on top.
Look at you, trying to make this whole thing palatable.
I just want you to pay for my meal later.
You really just wanted 4 quarters what you wanted, but how much fun was that? We had that type of a game where we got us to overtime, and then we get the dramatic ending to finish things off as well. What a game.
So that's a wrap for Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gunn. And this has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. For more, check us out at easports.com. The 49ers get the win here at home as we say so long from Santa Clara.